Hey guys, okay, I'm back again. Um, my first time doing this live, and looks like I'm gonna have to move or try to keep still as best as I can. Um, so I'm outside, as you guys can see, so beautiful out, and I went to do this video, do an update with you guys. Hey, welcome. Hey, you guys. So I was in the hospital for about a week. So I was away. Sorry about being away. And yeah, it just took me a little bit, another sickle cell crisis, what we go through, having to go into the ER and then be admitted is what I had to do, because on the weekend, or else I would have done outpatient or something like that. So this is going to be a topic about transitioning from hospital to home when you have sickle cell. I have SS of the sickle cell, which is the full-blown sickle cell. And I wanted to talk about transitioning from the hospital to home, meds and everything like that when you come out of the hospital, and then coming home. A lot of times that can be seriously crazy, and if it's not done right, it can be very hard on the body. So I wanted to talk about that. So thank you so much for joining me. It was my first Facebook Live, so I wanted to try it out today, and such a gorgeous day outside. So let's get into it. Live update with me right now. So I had a hard time. I think every time we do transitioning from hey guys, transitioning from the hospital to home, if you do not have that conversation about with your doctors of transitioning from IV meds to pill form and what you do at home, it can be something really serious on the body. And a lot of times, as adults, what we used to do as kids that have sickle cell, we were in the hospital, can be totally different when you are an adult. What we used to do can handle like being in a hospital for a week or two and then jump right out and be okay, can be totally different when you're adult. An adult, your body's different, you're getting older, and that transitioning doesn't happen as fluidly. And doctors seem to forget that. Doctors seem to, totally think like it's the norm, get back to what you're doing normally, whatever. And that's not true. It doesn't happen that fast or that quickly. The body does have to take a moment to readjust, because what you get through IV fluids at the hospital is a lot stronger. It hits the bloodstream a lot faster, and then your pills at home, that will take about 20 minutes before it hits the bloodstream and resolve for it to do something for you. And a lot of times the doctors really forget that. So what you take in the hospital is a lot higher dosage than, say, what you will do pill form at home, and or be a different medication altogether. That transitioning is super important to talk about with your doctors. It's super important to get that down right, or else things really fall apart. And what I mean by fall apart is this. And I can talk about this because it's happened to me so many times, and the lack of comprehending of sickle cell and medication to the body and transitioning, they somehow are oblivious to what it does to the body. So for me, an incident that happened before is I was getting ready to come home, and I was in the hospital, and I was on IV meds, IV fluids, you know, everything like that. And what happened was the day before, and I wasn't really thinking so clearly at the time, and I should have really thought it out properly, but I was just following the advice of my doctors. And this is when I started to, after this incident happened, I really start to dig and really find out what really works for me, and to educate my doctors on that. So she said, okay, we're going to take you off IV the night before, and I was on a high dosage of IV at the time, of IV medicines, and she was like, and then tomorrow we'll just start you off 8 o'clock in the morning on the pill form, on the other pill, which was so different. And that morning I took that medicine, and within less than an hour, my body went into like a convulsion and freaking out. My stomach, everything, my crises shot up, where I was really doing pretty good to go home, I thought, and everything just was magnified because of the reaction of this particular drug. And she was fighting me on it, like, no, you're gonna go home, that's what I'm sending you on, that's what it is. And I was screaming, you know, my body was just in so much pain, high anxiety, and she was just like a stone, and severely a stone. And I was going through this convulsion for hours of agony, and until she got a grip and was like, okay, I'll put her back on give her a low dose of the IV shot, and let's see how she does. And my body was just like, basically what was happening is, transitioning is supposed to be as if I was on my bed and I jumped off my bed. The transitioning should be like that. This transitioning was, she basically had me on the top of the Empire State Building and pushed me off, and expected me to land quite well with no bruises, no injury or anything. And what happened was massive injury to the body. And I was pissed, I was upset, I was like, you not listening to me until halfway through the afternoon, you just decide to listen to me. You know, you think that I'm like high on these drugs or whatever. It has nothing to do with that, because I don't take it at home, and I take something else. And when I choose to take that, I just use it when my pain gets really bad. I'm not on it like that. And you know, this whole mindset of what my doctors had, and the conversations that were going around, and then another doctor who just felt hopeless and said, you know, I'm so sorry, I feel like I can't do anything for you, and this particular person's in charge and I can't go over their heads. And it woke me up. It really did, to really study and get to understand transitioning from hospital to home, and the importance of doing it properly. And they don't think like this. They really don't. And then a few doctors, what's so funny is, there's this fear of certain high-level doctors or high-level nurse practitioners to normal doctors who want to do something but are scared or bullied not to. And this is with ones with sickle cell, and I was just like, wow. So I had to educate myself, and I read up a lot on transitioning, how it's supposed to go, the levels of it should go. If you are on a certain amount of IV fluids and IV pain medicine, you got to calculate how much you do within a 24 span and divide that by half. And then you get a percentage of what they should give and start you off with by mouth in pill form. and then you work down to that, till then when you at home, you can then hop on to the other medication that you're on, and you're off of that other medication. Getting you off IV amount to regular home amount, which is a smaller dose, and how to go about that. This is so important to discuss with your doctors. It's so important to make sure there's a map and a plan, and you know exactly how to do it. There's a percentage of how to calculate that. If you're getting, say, I don't know, let's just do a number. Let's say you're doing 5 milligrams of pain IV medicines per hour. Okay, let's just say that 5 milligrams per hour, and within 6 hours, that's 30 milligrams. So within 12 hours, you're getting about 60 milligrams of pain meds. Okay, IV. Now to transition that, you want to cut that in half, so you go back down to 30 milligrams, and then say that's half of that, and then you go down to, say, about 40% of that. So you're looking at maybe half of that, so that'll be about 12 to 16 milligrams of pain meds that you should be doing by mouth and transition on. That is what they're supposed to do for every 4 hours or 6 hours or however, or 3 hours, right? Because you're changing from what you will do within an hour to what you will do within 4 hours home remedy recommendation, right? Our pill form recommendation is usually between 4 to 6 hours when it comes to a narcotic. When you know this and you spill that to them, they're going to be shocked with you, because they don't think you will be able to figure it out. So they'll just come with the lowest dosage number of 1 or 2 milligrams, and that's it. Basically, they're just throwing you off the ship. And what happens to the body goes into a meltdown, like withdrawal, like a severe withdrawal, to the point where it can raise the heart rate too high. Your blood pressure can go really low or really high, either one, and it's too fast for the body to keep up. So that's why it's like dropping off an Empire State Building. And when you're going fast at that speed of falling, the body doesn't have a chance to properly recoup itself, or to brace itself, or to protect itself. And they forget this. These doctors do not know this, or fail to study this part, or truly understand this part. And it's infuriating to me how stubborn and stupid their mindset can be when it comes to properly transitioning a sickler from being an admitted inpatient, to becoming at-home outpatient, and the process of that. So my thing of telling you this is, do your homework, know what you're getting, and know the difference of the amounts with IV meds to what it is with home meds. Okay? And have that solution that dropping down slowly, so that the body can actually help you recover faster. Because you basically shock the body, you go back into another crisis, and they wonder what happened? Why are you back in here already? You just came out last week, or you just came out a few days ago, and now you're back in. Well, motherfuckers, this is what it is. You don't transition right, So, I really want to talk about that and to tell you guys, and for ones who don't know, now you do, and the importance of transitioning is so, I can't stress it enough. It's so important. So I'm home now, and I've done my own transitioning, and I'm feeling a lot better, a lot stronger, because you go through a phase of feeling very weak and tired, and until, you know, little by little, the body will repair itself and get you back to where you should be normally, or even better than normal. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to be doing another video on other topic on sickle cell. And don't forget to join me for my online seminar that's going to be coming up soon. You just have to go over to goshabout.wordpress.com and sign up. Just become a subscriber there, and everything's going to be sent through that medium. And this is for Najaam Unite Sickle Cell seminar that I'm going to do online, and I'm super excited about it. So a lot of people have been signing on, so get on board. You don't want to miss this conversation. Lots to learn, lots to absorb, lots to share with other people. So go over right now to goshabout.wordpress.com, subscribe to that blog, and all that information will be sent to you soon. All right, y'all, thank you so much. I'm so excited just to do this first one on Facebook Live. You know, follow me here at Najaam Lee on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram at Najaam Lee, and on on Snapchat. On Snapchat at Najaam Lee Art. That's where I am too. If you have any questions, let me know below this video. I'm going to post this up and keep it up. So any questions, send it over to me. I'd love to answer them, absolutely. And yeah, so look out for another video. Love you guys so much. Mwah. I think I got this right. I think no filter.